Well, just the mere hours after the U.S. Federal Reserve announced its interest rate hike, the Indonesian central bank, Bank Indonesia, then announced that it had decided to raise its benchmark interest rates by 50 basis points to 4.25%. Now, likewise, the deposit facility rate rose by 50 basis points to 3.5%, and the lending facility rate rose by 50 basis points to 5%. The governor of Bank Indonesia, Peri Warjio, said that the decision to raise interest rates was a step to lower inflation expectations and ensure core inflation returned to the target of 3% plus minus 1% in the second semester of 2023. In addition, the rate hike was also carried out by Bank Indonesia to strengthen the policy of stabilizing the rupiah's exchange rate to be in line with its fundamental value due to the high uncertainty of global financial markets amid increased domestic economic demand that remains strong.
Rapat Dewan Gubernur Bank Indonesia pada tanggal 21 dan 22 September 2022 memutuskan untuk menaikkan BI 70 reverse repo rate sebesar 50 basis point menjadi 4,25%. Demikian juga suku bunga deposit facility naik sebesar 50 basis point menjadi 3,5% dan suku bunga lending facility naik sebesar 50 basis point menjadi 5%. Keputusan kenaikan suku bunga tersebut sebagai langkah front-loaded, preemptive, dan forward-looking untuk menurunkan ekspektasi inflasi dan memastikan inflasi inti kembali ke sasaran 3% plus minus 1% pada paruh kedua tahun 2023, serta memperkuat kebijakan stabilisasi nilai tukar rupiah agar sejalan dengan nilai fundamentalnya akibat tingginya ketidakpastian pasar keuangan global.
Now, meanwhile, following the U.S. Federal Reserve or the Fed's aggressive interest rate hike, the Indonesian rupiah fell to its lowest level in 2 months. Now, just hours after the Fed announced yet another 75 basis point rate hike, the Indonesian rupiah fell to 15,030 to the U.S. dollar at 9:07 a.m. Thursday morning, which is the lowest level since July the 22nd, or the lowest level in 2 months. However, the rupiah then, around the closing hours at around 3 p.m. today on Thursday, the Indonesian rupiah then strengthened slightly to 15,023 per U.S. dollar. Now, the Indonesian Composite Index strengthened by 0.3%. The Indonesian rupiah is coming under intense pressure amid a stronger dollar and aggressive rate hikes by the Fed, which is sparking concerns of capital outflow from emerging markets like Indonesia. Now, based on data from the Indonesian Central Bank, Bank Indonesia, up until September the 15th, foreigners or non-residents sold a net of 141.14 trillion rupiah worth of government bonds. A foreign net buy of Indonesian bonds was at 74.3 trillion rupiah. Now, some Indonesian economists are expressing concern that the Fed's rate hikes could spark capital outflow from Indonesia, which will have a negative effect on the rupiah.